Welcome back, everybody. Cash map 2, the pick of property, pretty much the home map of property. Expect them to put up a much better performance here as they go off against Mousesports, who did obliterate them on Cobble 16-4. So property out for a bit of revenge. I'm Helium. Joining me is Dust again, going down.
It looks like we're going to see like a really fast ace put out of property here. I mean, they're staging up 3
flash.
players in Squeaky Door. They're going to try to punch in here and see what they can do. But Nico, he's in the area. There's 3 actually on the A side, so it's a pretty good setup for Mousesports for this.
Yeah, a little different than what we see a lot of times where players will be so confident in just retaking the A site on the pistol round. Instead, they'll play close. Dennis somehow still alive and does end up finding his first kill. Barbar and Benji, though, Dennis, or actually was next to, was unable to do anything. Nico somehow still alive on the backside of Quad. He takes down 2, is brought down, but immediately the trade from Highway comes out. Gabi, that leaves Robin all alone by himself. And a 1 versus 2. Bomb, well, actually not that safe to pick up here. As you can see, the 2 players starting to push him now. Chris J is slithered on in to the side of the sight box. He will go up top. Oh, that doesn't work out. Chris J brought down.
Ooh.
And now a damage. Goosh coming out onto Gabi, bring him down to 4 HP right now. Moving in with that Ivory. Will only take 1 bullet either way, but Gabi has to hit the head.
Robin!
How is he alive?
I don't know what's going on here. He's trying to go for the plan again. Gabi, finally he fits it in. That was crazy that both people just kind of shot at each other there at close range and no one took any damage, but Robin does eventually finish it off there. And property, despite the fact there was a pretty decent stack there from Mousesports in the A-bomb side, are able to get past it. And so they're able to get it going. I just noticed there's like a rook on the Shadow Dagger. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Yeah, on like the cutout in the middle there's like a little rook on. I don't know if it goes through or if it's just on the backside, but I was wondering about that. I was trying to find out what knife, real life knife it was modeled after. Apparently they're called push daggers, but I couldn't really find a brand that looked like exactly the same, so I don't know. Someone that knows more about cutlery will have to figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, we do see Mousesports here getting the 5.7s and the armor. Do put a lot of pressure up close on mid. They're even, I thought they were considering doing some type of boost here, but they're not, in fact, going to do that. Nico just jump spotting here, waiting to see if he can spot anybody in main. I believe so. It's the only nade he has, so that it has to be that.
Yeah, and it's highlighted white, which means he has it drawn, so... I mean, even if you spot them there, is that going to be enough time for that smoke to bloom and stop them from running in? He'll just end up throwing it anyways. So, perfectly timed. Oh, little does he know, just take the shot, Nico. Feel it. A couple lined up through the smoke.
Rotation already coming in here, and it's going to beat the hit, it seems like.
Oh, and Barbar takes a bullet to the head just like that. Nico pushing forward and shutting the door in their face and being very, very rude. Now we'll push in, hit 1, but Barbar was right in there behind him, who had taken a lot of damage earlier on. Also, from Nico.
We saw that earlier today, too, where you can just time that reload really well and get in there and get a kill, but it was traded, and property still do have a man advantage here.
No, it actually wasn't Nico that did the damage. It was whoever was at forklift, which might have been next. I don't know. He's since worked around the other way. Coming through that squeaky door kind of puts him in an awkward spot. The bomb's down in A main, and next pushing through. Not expecting Benji to be to his right. The property is 2 rounds already.
Yeah, I'm surprised Nex just ran out there. You know, bomb wasn't picked up yet. Still down. I mean, I guess he didn't know exactly that it was still down, but no one was making any planning noise or anything. And time was drawing to a close, so really probably could have drawn that out a little bit longer. But regardless, property, you know, that's a costly round, though. And you see they don't even really rebuy a whole lot here. Well, never mind. They did just pick up a couple AKs or anything. They leave a couple of guys on Tech 9s. They need some type of reserve. But Mousesports not really in a position to punish this particularly well. So they should be okay. But they are going to set up for some type of pretty heavy B hit here now.
Oh! Got the run boost, but that will go unnoticed. As like you said, the heavy B hit coming in. Gabi is about to spot that one. He'll drop into the smoke. He pushes. Robin does hear the footsteps, reacts to it, finds one, turns to his left, brings down Dennis with a nice long-range shot. Again, just pistols with no armor they're dealing with. Some damage coming onto Robin, but he'll find his 3rd frag, and maybe room for a 4th here. Next with the P250 is going to be a little bit more dangerous, and I like that he's got this P250 signed by his former teammate Spitty. In remembrance of, perhaps,
the happier time. I don't know if it's happy or not, but we're going to see property be able to get the 3-0 start here. And that's a good start for property. Obviously, they got crushed on Cobble. They only got 4 rounds that game. Here, they should be able to get more than 4 rounds now for sure. They already have 3, so That's a good start. They're going to be able to buy up here, and you've noted that they do have an knack for this map, that they have put up good numbers against good teams. So let's just see how long they can keep it up. I mean, Mousesports still don't really have that comfortable of a buy. I mean, Gabi's just on a FAMAS and no op for Chris J. So that's a little bit of a couple of disparities there that may help out Property a bit, as they are, you know, pretty well equipped here.
Yeah, that actually got a bit costly for Property. They had to rebuy on 4 people after winning that round, but they did ensure that Mousesports, who started getting some pistol kills there at the end, were not able to take any rifles into this round. That would have meant, like, you know, full nades, probably more kits as well. Gabi right now, the only one with a kit, and he's got a FAMAS as a result. Probably the budget cut he made to even afford that in the first place. They've got Nico once again kind of playing that Lone Ranger at the A site. I don't know if this call is going to come out that Robin has already pushed all the way into Highway. And yeah, it doesn't go completely unnoticed. He finds 2, and he even brings down Nico, and that was just a bad setup, the way that Mousesports had that.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is like, Nico's just trying to stay alive. He's trying to delay. He's trying to call for a rotate. People should have known that Highway was a possibility. It's not like he has any vision on that at all. And he's just playing a smoke and just hiding quad. So I think maybe on that rotation, Mousesports was just a bit too quick. Didn't really set up really well for any type of aggression at Forklift, and they get burned for that. That's Property going up 4-0, very likely 5-0 as well, just because Mousesports aren't going to have much to play with. They're trying to save these 2 guns that they have now, but they're getting chased down. So, I mean, yeah, this should be a 5-0 start for Property. So they will exceed the last map.
Christian does find a 3K for his trouble. He's got to hear these footsteps to his right, or is that bomb explosion maybe still kind of covering it for him? I don't know. He seemed very oblivious. Maybe bomb explosion with some comms going on TeamSpeak Mumble, then probably Ventrilo. Let's be realistic, they use Ventrilo. And he just didn't hear those players to his right. Even still, probably would have died. But that's 4-0 for Property. Already, they've got that many rounds that they had on Cobble.
Yeah, and like I said, they should get a 5th here. I mean, there isn't much for Mousesports to contest against. It's just, you know, a bunch of upgraded pistols. They will stack towards the A bomb site a bit here. May even get aggressive and push into A main. No, they're actually just going for like the slower boost on the quad. But they're coming up Highway, so this is going to get busted pretty big. As they will just roll up into the A bomb site.
Roll up!
Boom, boom,
boom! Double kill!
Much money.
They got that. We're not good at rapping. We're
them
very
and their
white.
homies. Match paused. All right.
CS died. No, I'm out of a job.
Yeah, like the whole game just died.
Rip
It's over.
1.6. Ha! Chris J got him. Yeah, that CS did die.
Indeed. KNZ coming in there. No one uses Ventrilo. I would hope not.
Yeah,
PS3 and Mumble are pretty much the staple now.
I just got a group call on my cell phone for comms and CS. CS bill's really, my phone bill's really high. All these international calls. So it looks like we're back into the match.
Awesome.
Still flying around. If you hit a wall, you lose. On the CT is coming out to the A site right now. Whoa, how's he? Oh, this is one of our pans. Did he do that? Chris J gonna bring down Berg already, and that's out to B sign. So Berg was trying to be that one man, and that's like an eloquent dance, being that one T over at B, trying to just hold on, make sure no one pushes, kind of force some people on the site. Like, when you go down early on in the round like this, things become so hard for your team. So Mousesports have got themselves into a position where they're very favored right now.
Yeah, they have so much information. They can just leave this one guy in Sunroom to watch for the drop back, and this allows them to push another player towards mid with Gabi now there with Next. Plus, Dennis is doing well to hold the A bomb side. So, I mean, everything's just kind of clicking in favor of Mousesports at this point. And they should get their first round of the half here as long as they, you know, keep up what they already got going for themselves.
Yeah, Dennis now will drop the bomb. Things becoming very hard for Robin. He's had some big rounds for himself already. Starting to get spammed up the door. He will spam back. Oh, lots the flank as well. Robin knows he's in a really tight spot. Fight himself out, cause some damage to Mousesports. Mousesports, though, really not wanting to lose a player here. They want to build up their money off of the first win they're about to take. So if they could not lose a player, that would be fantastic for them. Nico's working in behind him. Nico with a decent amount of HP. Dow 12 cycles him out for somebody else. Just try to play that. Nico's, or not. Or Nico could just go in first on 12 HP and kill him.
So you have it. Mousesports Yeah, Mousesports getting their first round there. It really came off the back of what you noted, just being able to push into B like that, get that kill, get that information, shift your players more towards mid and A, and just really be in good position to close out the round. Dennis also chiming in a pretty big way, anchoring over towards that A-bomb site with Nico. And now the op's going to be in Chris J's hands here for the first time. Looks like they are going to send him over to B to anchor it, while they will put 2 rifles mid and 2 at A. So anchoring a site and getting aggressive with the rifles, and it's working out well again for Mousesports.
Oh, Benji might actually have had a potential to hit that shot as Nico is just hopping around like a madman, opening doors. Asking questions. Dangerous lifestyle. 5v4 though for Mousesports once again with a lot of time on the board.
Yeah, I really like how they're using the op to anchor a site and just be able to patrol mid a bit better with the rifles and just deny that capability of property, because we've seen them abuse mid quite a few times early in the half, and Mousesports are trying to deny that now, and they've done good with it so far. They get another early 5-on-4. Dennis, though, getting real pushy here. Nice pop flash, though, and finds... I think he finds both. Yes.
That was nice. Well played from Dennis, finding 2. Now Barbar trying to avenge his fallen comrades here. He actually will do that. 2 nice little bursts from that AK will bring him down. That was Dennis, so 4-on-2. Mousesports still, of course, going to try to keep as many members up as possible, really build that CT side economy, because they've actually got quite a bit of a comeback to do, right? Property at 5 rounds. Property probably only wanting 1 or 2 more rounds on their T side to kind of be situated when they switch to CT. And Mousesports going to do everything in their power to just win out.
Yeah, I mean, Mousesports can still find a pretty good half here. I mean, they have money low here on property. They have the op in Chris J's hands. They've been able to, really assert themselves across the map. They're starting to do little aggressive plays here across the map, and it's panning out for them. So they're putting the pressure on property now. They obviously should get this 3rd round for sure, given the fact that property have very little to work with. It looks like they're just going to rush B, and Chris J's op will be here. I do.
Life. Oh, Chris J. Oh, flash J. Now got B with the spray down.
I feel like we could just put anything and then a J at the end for Chris J.
That's
at any given moment in the game.
Over here at CEVO Pro League Europe.
I did not know that. I have always just used online J and LAN J and carry
Alondras
J.
and I have expanded it to anything you want them to be J.
Okay. Flash J. I like that.
Best.
Good.
He's our favorite player, along with Nex. Actually, we've been Mousesports fanboys for a really long time over here at CEVOcast.
They're really shaping up to break into the top 10 in the world, in my opinion. If they can get out of groups at Cluj, that would be a really.
Hellraisers ain't staying on that list for too much longer, I don't think, with the roster shuffle. So there will be some space at the bottom of Thorin's list.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just thinking about my own top 10 in my own head, and I think Mousesports are really fighting for a spot there, if they're not already there, to be honest.
Oh, Dennis. Getting peeky beaky like over here. Gets counter boosted, the nade's coming out. Oh, my health disappeared, but there you go. He's got 48 HP from that nade. He'll still stay up here. Over. He will, and he takes down Robin. Now he'll drop. You can spam back through this, but they don't seem to want to waste the bullets. The Boom is very blind. He might just be able to get Dennis, though. Now he misses the shots. Can't land him. And Dennis gets over to the sandbags in safety. What nades do they have to even get him out of there? Nothing, right? I mean, 1 HE on Benji, but he's on the wrong side of the map. He might be finding a kill, but
no, Nex saves
I thought
him.
He got killed from behind, but Nex from elsewhere was. Yep. It was Bergen there behind him.
They were so focused on Nico inside the site that Nex is just able to roll up here from highway and just catch a free frag in the side of the head. And now that leaves property with 3 members left, still 5 up for Mousesports. Granted, many of them are weak, but it's still a pretty big advantage here for Mousesports.
Nice flash from Nico. Barbar still able to escape over into the other toxic barrels. Kaboom at actual toxic barrels. Does get Dennis, but Gob there with the trade. Barbar creeping up. Don't step in the fire. The fire is hot. The fire burns. But Nico hurts even more as he gets a double.
Yeah, so I mean, Nico playing much better this time around on Cash Anchor and that A-bomb site in comparison to what we saw against Gamers 2. And really, living up more to that star name we're used to seeing. And now Mousesports have so much money. They're really racking in the cash. Now Property's the one that's in the dumps here. They had such a great start to this game with the 5-0 start, but now they just allow Mousesports to climb right back into the game. They're about to tie it up here and now. And I mean, just the momentum that Mousesports seems to have, you think they're certainly going to secure the half, but just how bad will it be? Can they actually get the 10-round run and really dominate this half? We'll have to see. The way things have been going lately, it's looking pretty rough here for Property.
You know what we need, Doug?
What's that?
We need a show match with Nico, Pico, and Pico.
And
Nico, Pico, and Kiko. Who's the fifth? As this has actually become somewhat close. I didn't think the Tech 9 armor and some even without was going to be super effective on the ace site, but look at all the dead CT bodies. That begs to differ. As Kaboom has even picked himself up a Hyper Beast. Does have a Kevlar. Tell Chris J and Gobby that he has to contend with. He's got the bomb. He's going to go up on the sight box, look for a different line of sight. Gob sees it. Does he really want to peek that, though? I think it's pretty scary to re-peek such a tight angle like that. As Kaboom will be getting the bomb down. Chris J not quite pushing. Actually going to get flashed by his teammate. Team Flash J. Smoke going in. Molotov as well. Trying to force Kaboom to the right side of Quad. They've certainly done that. Lots of fire on the ground. Kaboom still with a chance here. Oh, and it gets him lining up perfectly through the corner of the box.
Oh, man. I guess they thought he was actually still inside the site. They weren't really even checking the quad really well. Like, Chris J kept his op scoped on site the entire time. But, yeah, I mean, that lineup was pretty nasty. And that's a big round to win because, I mean, Property were on a bit of a 4-spot. They lost the last 4 rounds in a row. Things were looking quite rough for them, but then they win a big round there. Granted, they still are in danger of their money being reset, and Mousesports could even take the lead off of a situation like that if they close this one out. So there still is that risk there, but that's a big round to win. But Chris J, anchoring that B-bomb site with the op again, finds the opening pick, and now Gobby's in here too. They saw him cross in, so they have to know that there's a potential for event player now, as well as the op still in position here as well.
Oh, man.
The
Kaboom
aggression
mad.
from Mousesports, man. That's been their staple this map to get rounds. Little pushes like that.
Yeah, I mean, that one's like so telegraphed too. That smoke comes in into A main. You always got to expect that maybe one guy's going to push through, and he goes up on top of the boxes. And that was Nico to find, I think it was Kaboom that he killed behind the wooden box in A main. That hurts. And after dropping that last round in a pretty amazing fashion, who was it that actually clutched that out at the end there for Property? It was Kaboom, right?
Yes, I believe so. But now they're on the broken buy. Their money's been reset. They do have the op on Barbar. They do have Kaboom with the AK, but the rest are on Tech 9s here and there. Looks like they're going to just plow into B again. I mean, that's where 4 people are headed. They have 1 lurking over towards A main, but this seems to be where they want to go, and Chris J's op has been pretty good here.
Oh, I'm surprised
He's gonna
Chris
push
didn't
in.
shoot.
Oh, that was just super confident there for Chris J. And he gets punished for it, but we'll see if they can recover here on Mousesports. Gobby's already found 1.
I think it's all on cross. We'll have to throw that Molotov off, let Barbar kind of sit and simmer for a little bit as Nico pushes through the vent. Does not realize Barbar was that far in. Thought the call would have been made, and now Benji hit the shot onto Nex. He was on upper platform there. Dennis and Gobby, the only 2 remaining, up against 4 of Property. So Property looking like they will find that 7th round. And maybe a potential for them to win the half. But Dennis, from behind, he immediately gets traded out by Kaboom, and Benji hits the shot onto Gobby. So 3 alive, and there it is, 7-5.
That's just Mousesports not playing together, man. They gave Property 3 free frags right there. I mean, Chris J trying to get aggressive with the op inside that smoke. That was rather odd. Didn't really have any support. That was kind of, just not a good play. You have Nico really just impatient there in the vent, really pushing through too quickly, I feel like. That was another, big kill. And then Nex goes out on the balcony by himself. And it's just like the overconfidence, I feel like, of Mousesports. And, I mean, I know you just crushed him on Cobble, but you're actually kind of struggling a bit here on Cash. And so I feel like they can't be that overconfident. Like, yeah, sure, be aggressive.
Match.
Yeah, I mean, sure, be aggressive, but do so as a unit. They just played too many individual plays that round, and none of them worked out. And now Property in a 5-on-3 on this round as well, about to break Mousesports' bank, it looks like. And yeah, this is this is like swaying back in Property's favor in a big way.
Yeah, it is. And this is important, right? I mean, Mousesports has a full-on loss against Kingwin, someone they're going to be battling out for 3rd place. So that doesn't sit well. They took a tie against Penta, which isn't great for them. If they happen to lose the match to Property, oh my god, Nico. Talk about that. We've had some nice spray downs here on Cash. Even in the first series, there was some nice spray downs over on Cash. Nico gonna find another. That's his 3rd, dude. We'll have to go for the 4th. It's 1v1 versus Robin here. And he will actually be unable to do it. Robin will pick up a 3K of his own. And there it is, 8 on the board for Property.
Yeah, I mean, that one round where they just got a little bit too individualistic on Mousesports, they lose that. That sets them up for low money for the next 2 rounds. That round you just saw, and this one as well. And that one round is worth 3 for Property. So this one little mistake there for Mousesports really cost them a lot this half, it seems. Property have already secured the half, but it looks like they could even do more damage. They're definitely going to get a 9th round, it feels like. So yeah, that hurts Mousesports a lot here. Like you said, a map that they should really be winning. They need the points for the standings if they want to be a playoff contender.
I know this is a team that really wanted to come back to CEVO land, so it would be pretty heartbreaking if Mousesports, who will have a lot of games to play in a row, like if they happen to hit a slump here, and the way that the scheduling has kind of worked out, also kind of Mousesports' decision a little bit there, but like if they happen to hit a slump when they have to play all these games over the next 2 weeks, it could be really bad.
Yeah, because I mean, we already said that they should have probably beat Penta. They only tied them. Gamers 2, yeah, I mean, I get Gamers 2's like competitive. That could have been a game that they won, but they should have at least tried to find a tie there. They get a complete loss, and now they're up against Property, where they got a nice map one on Cobble, surely. But now on Cash, things are looking a bit dangerous here. I mean, if Mousesports can win this next round, get it to 6, they're still okay. I mean, they can still put together a T side.
I'm sure they're still okay. So. Property has 10, but
yeah, I mean, it's not like they can't come back, but they're really making it hard on themselves. I think it just boils down to being, like I said, just a bit too overconfident in some of their plays this half.
There's Nico with some more overconfidence. He goes 1 for 1. Dennis is actually about to do this as well. He pushes in, finds Barbar, and he is able to get himself out.
Wow.
He's going back in. Oh my god, Dennis.
Oh,
sorry, Dennis. Like,
if he wouldn't have flashed himself, I feel like he would have just...
He was going back in. Yeah. Dennis with one end just doesn't care, you know? Maybe that's why Dennis with 2 end has better stats. Where's Jay from the sandbags? Bringing down Robin, shooting down those birds. Berg and Benji, the last 2 up here for Property.
Yeah, so it appears like Mousesports are going to close this thing out. They were able to get some nice picks of Chris J's op, and I guess they still did get a somewhat favorable trade there inside A main for a bit. Now it's up to Benji here, 1 versus 3. He has the bomb. He has a good amount of time here. But, I mean, everyone on Mousesports is looking pretty healthy. And I mean, he has to deal with Chris J's op here at mid.
That op is disgusting.
That would have hit, I would have cried. But Benji does get the trade. He's going to be able to get to B, but Gabi's waiting for him here with open arms. Come down to me, Benji.
Is he blaring the Journey song as well?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll pass.
Oh, Benji he's going to play A for free.
I could have played that on piano real quick, and that would have been next level, but yeah, that 1v1. Back on the A side, Benji will have to get a 4K to win. He's gonna, oh god, B doesn't really know it, but that decision to go highway might have been a bit better. Benji sliding off open squeaky door, now is gonna get aggressive. Gabi coming up though, over toxic, and Benji is still kind of drifting in open water. He'll go down.
Yeah, I mean, opening the squeaky door is great, but then when you put yourself in a position right next to the door as Gabi rolls up, it didn't really do you any good. I mean, I guess if he would have had more time to actually get away from the door, that would have worked out great, but unfortunately for him, Gabi was right there, and so the door opening didn't really do him much. He didn't get in a different position, and so Mousesports are able to put up a 6th round here. So they could have had a much better half. I mean, they had a nice little streak going there, rounds 6 through 9, where they had that 4 rounds in a row, and then they even won a 5th one pretty quickly afterwards as well. But then here in the last 4 rounds of the game, I think they just had a couple of key mistakes that set them up into a double save that allowed Property to really roll out with a solid lead here with 9 rounds going into their CT side. So Property certainly favored at this point. But if Mousesports can win pistol here on the T side, tie this thing back up real quick, then, you know, all of a sudden they're right back into the game. So definitely can't count a team like Mousesports out, given their
definitely not
skill level.
Yeah, but a Property, I mean, if they get this pistol, I do believe that Property have the potential here on Cash to close this if they get off to a decent start here in the second half. If it immediately ties up 9-9, then not only do you have some momentum, but it is still, again, Mousesports. They'll probably be able to make that small comeback and close out the map. But I think there is a real threat from Property. I mean, I thought that all along going into Cash. Cobble I expected it to maybe be a bit more closer than that, but didn't expect too much different than what actually happened. But here in Cash, they've been giving it their all. Waiting on one more player to actually ready up to start the second half. It will be Chris J. Trying to maybe power up and transform into God J for the second half. Because this map has not been so good for him. He's 9, 2, and 11 right now when he just finished Cobble 20 and 6 or something like that. Maybe 21 and 6.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely took some pretty ballsy plays over at B main a couple of times that got cost him a few deaths there, but they definitely can use him to open up some things over with the op. And of course, Nico going to be playing at Squeaky Door on the T side. He can definitely be big to open up picks today as well as just be a distraction and hold people in place. So that's kind of the two guys you got to look to here. Next will be kind of a guy lurking around as well that can certainly be kind of a star player for the team also. So let's just see if they can, put the pieces together here. I mean, they need this win for the points if they want to have any chance at, seriously competing against teams like Gamers 2 and Titan and some of these other guys that are going for the land spots. I mean, they really, really need this win here.
All right, and here we go. Players rolling out other spawns. I think our cameraman really wanted us to look at the Ferris wheel there.
Indeed. And we did look at it.
Is Kevin trying to tell us that he wants to go to the amusement park? Well, we're not taking you, as Dennis and Nex will find 2 quick frags out in the B warehouse. It's a 4-on-3 in favor of Mousesports, but they still have to push in against these USPs. And there it is, Berg with 1 very far back, brings down Nico. And that USP, it is a surgical device, but look at Gob B. It is open. The bomb's starting to shift back. I think Berg expecting that maybe someone has gotten close. Gob will be spotted, so it won't be a walk in the park for him. He's going to have to fight for his life. He's being pushed from behind right now, and Robin takes him down. Man advantage swinging now in favor of Property. Robin can still stop them from crossing into the site. Chris J finally gets over. Next, trying to make his way, but he's going to go down. Robin has been very, very strong so far on this cash map, and Chris J left with the 1 versus 2. We've seen some crazy things already, and maybe he's going to start it off with another, but no, Benji from behind. Execution style.
I mean, short of an amazing play there from Mousesports when they were a man down the late part of that round on the site, they really needed a Gabi to get a frag. He really had to kind of catch that rotation truck or something like that to really help his team out, but he got pinched off from Highway and couldn't find anything and put his team in a 2 versus 3. Not only that, but Property obviously just held their ground over at B pretty well to force the redirect in the first place. So all around well played there from Property. They will extend their lead now 10-6, and Mousesports, this is the next hurdle Property have to get past. They have to get past this 4 spot. The Tech-9s are out. Usually you see those just spill out of Squeaky Door, close the distance close on the A site, and just try to get a plant. So I expect that's what Mousesports will try to do, and it seems like they are gathering up that way a bit now. They're also doing some boosting here at mid, so we could see like a late push from Nex at mid with his Tech-9.
Yeah, probably be a split out A main and Squeaky Door. You didn't call that a split with one guy supporting through Highway, watching the flank even a little bit. Here goes Tech-9 and the 1 Galil and Chris J. Kaboom. Is he thinking about pushing through this? Benji's already found the first kill onto Dennis. Benji's watching that smoke. Now his flash as players start running through. Kaboom goes down without even a fight. Oh, Nico somehow slid in right next to Benji. Benji finds 2, and not the third. The Galil from Chris J has found 2 kills. Can it find 2 more? The bomb, he spots it. Chris J knows it's back at Quad, but he's got some other work to do first. He's got to at least kill one of these guys, and well, based on the positioning from the CT, they'll probably have to kill both. He peeks out into them both. Not really expecting that, I'm sure, and it's not too hard for Property to clean that up. So 11-6 right now. Will be 12-6, and that'll be a 2-1 lead for Property.
Yeah, I mean, this is looking pretty good for Property here. They did well on the terrorist side to catch them out, eventually adjust to the Mousesports aggression and be able to counter it quite well and put themselves up to 9 rounds. And now they've won the pistol. They've gotten past the 4 spy. They should be able to get to 12 now. As we do have Mousesports forcing up what they can. They did get a bomb plant first round, but they immediately decided to force the Tech-9s anyway rather than being conservative and going for the AK buy for this round. And now they're just stuck 2 forced buys in a row rather than 1 save and 1 full buy. So that hurts a little bit as well, the risk that did not pay off for Mousesports. And if this doesn't work, I mean, eventually they need to take a save, and that's just going to let Property extend the lead even further. So they've really put themselves in the line with how they managed their economy so far this half.
Yeah, this is actually looking pretty scary.
Indeed it is. I mean, I feel like they're just on tilt.
Yep, I was going to say it. You said it first, and I agree. Does look like a tilt buy. Why are all their guns signed by Spitty?
I don't know, man. I thought a lot of the players just like put their teammate stickers on their guns, like to support them, and they just give it to each other and just reciprocated it. I don't know.
Although Spitty is looking really good on Penta, I gotta say.
Ooh.
But oh my god, Nico with that 1D.
Ooh.
And another one onto Kaboom. Here's Barbar, gotta make a stand. He will find two. Is this maybe going to be what they need to try to get back into the round? It comes to a 2-on-2. Now it's all going to fall into Berg, who's got an A1S, gets a scout and a Tech 9. If he can keep his distance and avoid getting headshotted by Chris J, Gob has had to have spotted him right now.
Oh, yeah.
So Berg is in a difficult position. He's going to have to make a move. And
Chris J!
Somehow, I kind of just felt it that Chris J was going to get that scout headshot.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, Mousesports really put themselves in the bottom of their economy. They force buy up there. It's not looking good. And then Chris J hits 2 headshots with the scout and plus the 2 1-deeks from Nico. I mean, those 4 kills, those 2 individual efforts are really what kind of saves Mousesports. And now they have property onto a save, so they reset property's money here. They have a pretty good chance at an 8th round at this point. So now they have that ability to close the gap here and actually get this into a proper game, as long as they don't fall prey to these upgraded pistols.
Max working his way out. Can he deal with the... Oh, yes, he can. Knew he was there. It is a little bit blind. Hits a headshot anyway. Robin somehow grabbing 2 real quick with the CZ, but Dennis, Chris J, and Gob B over in A and middle, finding 3 kills essentially at the same time. So that would have been more or less impossible to capture on tape. But here comes Berg with the P250 Kevlar. Is there any guns for him to pick up? Maybe he can kill Dennis. The P250 accuracy, not super great at ranges like this, but he does land that 4th one.
Yeah, so there you go. I mean, Mousesports begin to close the gap here. Had a little bit of a rough first half. Even had a rough start to this one, but now they're within 3. They have the money low on property. In fact, a double save happening here, so a great chance at a 9th round for Mousesports. And at that point, we have ourselves quite a tight race between these 2 teams.
Yeah. It'll be a bit tough now for property since they let that one go. We're penciling them in to have a lead of 12-6, but they got upset again by the forcing shenanigans of Mousesports as they were just playing very, very high risk, high reward Counter-Strike. And, well, they got the reward.
Indeed they did. They get pretty much a free round here. It was a stack B. They go A with the bomb, and Dennis is just cutting off rotates here until he spawns. So.
Trying to bring it down. Chris J planting so a player can get on his head and jump up onto the top of Quad. I don't think he even stayed up there, but it won't really matter. People are trying to hunt down Barbar at this point. They do not want him to save an AK. That would add some life property in the upcoming round 21. And there it is. Gob B will take him down. 9-11.
So yeah, now a close game on our hands here. We just have to see who actually will take the lead now. I mean, property obviously still has it. They have 11, but money is tight here on property. They've bought down to what they can. They're only going to get in 2,900 next round, so that means a save if they don't put this one. Then Mousesports has tied the game, so this is really the key moment here for property. They really want to hold Mousesports off and just work towards closing out this game here and now. This is the round they need under their belts to make that movement, to head that direction. As Mousesports are just kind of working a default split here, just trying to get control of B lobby, maybe even slip a player in the checkers, and just try to work the whole entire match.
Berg? I thought Berg was maybe going to go for it, but his flash was actually intended for Robin, who peeks down, only to be immediately taken out by Nex. So now it's going to be up to Berg to hold on to the site. Can he get them lined up? He kind of did, and he got some damage onto both of them, but neither of them brought down. You got 3 people at half HP right now. Or less, as Chris J takes some damage out there on middle. But B is open for business, and that's where Mousesports is going.
And I mean, at this point, you kind of wonder what property's going to do here. I mean, they're going to try to make a stand over here. It's just Nico lurking around the A side of the map. The bomb goes down at B. It's almost as if they want to save, but they have to worry about Nico lurking around here. He's going to prevent that save. He gets 2 of those guns down. So yeah, no save for property, which means no guns for them next round. And that's going to lead to Mousesports probably tying this game up. I mean, you know, property, no resources to really contest it when it comes to round 22.
Oh, Kaboom saw Dennis's butt. Oh, he shoots him. Kaboom still trying to survive here. Gonna go for it. Just sit behind this metal thing. Lift controller, I'm assuming is what that is. They'll stop chasing. Yeah, it's like the hydraulic lift controller there.
Yeah. The garage.
The important thing. Counter-Strike. Making sure all the props make sense, right? So this is a free round-ish you talked about. I mean, Kaboom does have that Kevlar and M4A4, but I don't know. Adding one rifle to your round doesn't really make it insanely more probable that you win.
Yeah, they're risking it here. I mean, they're just pushing Kaboom right in the squeaky door. They do have a couple pistols behind them to pick it back up, but this just gives Mousesports free mid control here.
Be in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they've also committed to flanking, so now you get to no support. So, I mean, it's really not looking good for him, but they do get a kill on the next.
Yeah,
slow things down a bit.
That's an AK with armor, and Barbar is still buying some time, so it's a 4-on-4 retake situation. They don't have a kit. They'll have to go fast. Robin spots that op and is like, nope. Keeps on moving along. Benji brings down Dennis as he tries to fight back for that A main control. Mousesports is actually in a pretty difficult spot right now. The only thing they have going for them is that there are no kits, and they've got they don't really have to hold on for the site for too much longer as a result. And Nico is Nico. He's gonna find 2 kills from way back. Got B with 1 and Chris J to close it out, and there's the tie, 11-11.
I mean, it was quite a nail-biter there, right? That wasn't really the easy round you expected from Mousesports. I mean, Property certainly put up a nice challenge there, and if it wasn't for Nico coming up with a couple of kills there at the end, they really probably would have maybe even dropped that one, and that could have been the key difference in who wins this map if that would have happened, but that is avoided. It is tied up here by Mousesports, 11-all. Double op coming in for Property. Barbar and Benji going to have it. Barbar taking his towards mid. Benji anchoring the B bomb site with his while they focus 2 mid and 2A. So trying to contest this mid now. They know Mousesports are trying to go for mid and mid control the last round. They're going to try to directly contest it. They run boost Kaboom, but I'm sure that was heard. Nico has to know he's there. Doesn't matter. His leg gets spotted. I don't think he was expecting that.
Nico. And that A4 is still ringing out behind quad. They got to know someone's there. Robin finding a player. He pushes off the site. Gets a that was Chris J with the bomb at forklift. Spots the barrel of Gone B, gives him some extra time to react. But Nex, meanwhile, is taking down 2 frags. And suddenly it's just Benji left. There's a minute on the clock. Flash is just raining on over. Benji is extremely blind. But he's pushing in, and he will be able to bring down this player. Yeah, Nex was thinking about... Oh, there's the flash. Yeah, wasn't thinking about pulling out. He did pull it out. There is no kit here.
That stinks. But he doesn't get the kill anyway, so never mind. I mean, that's always tough because with God B, where the bomb's playing, he could even theoretically sit it with a kit and just won the round, but he didn't. He had to get the kill quickly, and he does. And so there you have it. Property maintained the lead, despite the fact that Mousesports able to go on a run there. 5 rounds in a row for Mousesports to tie up the game. Property hold them off from taking the lead. Still plenty of money here for Mousesports to buy, though, with that streak they had.
Mousesports has more money to buy.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's Property who are under pressure from getting their money reset again. And the thing is, if they lose this round, they're probably double saving. And at that point, Mousesports is going up 14-12. So this is another very key round that Property needs to win if they want to stick in this game. We'll see if they can do it.
Well, there's Robin. That's exactly where you want to start off. Like, oh, we got FAMAS's, but our FAMAS just got the first kill. So they got the man advantage. 5-on-4. Molotov coming at Sandbags. Berg will be forced to move unless extinguishing.
Nex has to know. The smoke's there right behind him.
Nex knows someone's in there, but it's still a matter of hitting that target without
Why did they throw the
flashes
molly
are coming out. That flash was perfect, but Nico is there to save Nex's life. Good effort by Berg to try to, you know, keep that going on, keep some distraction over here towards the middle. Oh, Benji gets a nade kill. I'm not even sure where that happens. And now Nex is trying to fight from the white box. He's got a partner in crime. Nico's going to peek out on top. Nico is straight up fearless. He's like, oh, you need help?
Yeah.
I'll peek
He
them.
spotted 2 there, though, so they could have easily just brought this bomb the vents to B and played like a 3 versus 1 inside the B bombs. That's eventually what they're going to do. But with only 2 players, and Chris J leading with the op. Benji also has one, though, so both visions are limited here. And Chris J, that's a free frag. And I think this is where Chris J, or Mousesports in general, begin to take the map back now. I mean, Property in double save territory at this point, so not good.
Man, you don't get a second chance in the Pro League. You miss a shot, you die 90% of the time. What a re-peek there by Nex.
Well, I mean, they could do some type of force by next round, I guess. You even see Knight just go ahead and get in the Nova now. I mean, I guess they know they're like gonna have to double save anyway. You might as well give yourself a chance this round with some upgraded pistols, since you're saving next round no matter what.
Had the best idea for a weapon skin. Get to it after this one. Alright, so you take a Nova shotgun and you put like cane sugar on it, and then you call it the Nova cane. Oh wait, that's not brilliant. Alright, you are a scrub. That is such a good idea. Chat knows it.
Numb your enemies.
Or you could actually like put a syringe on it, call it like actually just call it the Nova Novocaine or something. I don't know, but I like the subtlety. What a flash from Berg. The shotgun though, unfortunately struggling a bit here. The Nova finally brings it in. Took 3.
And I mean, so far this force buy is working out okay. They put themselves into 4-on-3. They might even bail themselves out of the bind they put themselves in. If they can keep this up, as Kaboom has this deagle, he's just waiting for someone to come around here. Gombi is going to be right there on the other side. Flash comes in. They both get blinded by it, so neither can punish each other. Man, what a round.
Yeah, Flash was maybe too effective. Blinded 2 people instead of 1. Oh. Force buy, I mean, this is Terrace. This is like a Terrace nightmare right here. The CT force buy just keeps on trucking along. You keep losing one person. Like, where's Chris J? No! Chris J's down! Things get very scary. They're coming through the vents. Robin hearing all this, gonna be able to make the call. Peeks out, but Gob B is able to take him down. Bar behind the wooden box is in sight. Long range with the CZ, not the fight he wanted to take first, but couldn't really have known that Chris J was gonna pop up from that headshot ledge quicker. And next, taking people down, dropping them like flies if they drop out of vents, and even going to them in Berg's case.
Yeah, I mean, Nex is just going off this half. I mean, he had maybe a bit of a quieter half there in the first half, but in this half, he's already got 14 frags. You got Nico over here with 8, but they've been some pretty high impact frags. And now you got Mousesports up 13-12. You have Property, having to take pretty much a full save here since they kind of went for the force last round. It didn't quite work out, and so now Mousesports skates to 14. It appears, unless something happens with this CZ. But I mean, yeah, this is like basically a complete full save except for Kaboom's $300 investment and Berg's $500. So this should be a clean round for Mousesports unless something crazy happens.
I don't think anything crazy is going to happen. Got B with a nice opening kill. Takes down Bar, sacking, 3 over on the B side. Enough people about the poke and prod. That's going to be Dennis and Nex. Checking out all their spots. And actually, Robin is... Oh no, he's just going upper. Thought he might have been rotating back to Z, as that is really open right now. Kaboom in the sight. A little far for a P251 tap, if they happen to peek really far away. And Dennis, wow, what a shot onto Benji. Berg with Betsy. Oh my god, Dennis, are you serious? What are these kills?
Nico's still lurking
Super
over at A.
reactions.
And Nico lurking over here at A. Probably not going to allow Kaboom to do much here. Did you see his foot? He did. Oh, 1 bullet. There you go. So, I mean, we didn't expect much out of Property this round if we're 100% honest here. They didn't have anything invested into it, so Mousesports will skate over to 14. They've built up enough bank to where they probably don't have to worry about saving for the rest of regulation. Meanwhile, Property, they're going to buy into it as much as they possibly can this next round to prevent Mousesports from getting the map point and match overall point. If that doesn't work out, though, they won't really have much to prevent Mousesports from getting the win. So really, everything kind of rides, at least for Property's future, on this next round. This is the one they need.
Indeed it is. Still playing for the win at this point. Robin gonna move forward. Maybe try to quickly execute someone looking for him, but cannot find the gun. Maybe it might have even been running back for the CZ. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we are gonna have a quick little pause. Berg requesting a second.
Yeah, and this is a good time to take a tactical pause, too, because like we said, Property, they're buying out completely. You got the most post money that's going to be available is $100 on bars. That means the highest money they had next round, they lose $3,500. So, I mean, this is, like I said, the key round. This is their best chance to get back into this game and try to win it.
No, they won't even have that much. They're not at max bonus yet. He'll only have $3,000.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It'll be only $2,900 next round.
Yeah,
I was off around. You're right. So, yeah, $3,000.
Either way.
Still have.
Really poor, even worse.
You can't even really... I mean, if you want nades, you can't even FAMAS armor at that point. Like, you could FAMAS armor and go naked nades, like no nades at all. So, yeah, I mean, this is dire straits here for Property. This has to be the round.
Only they could get that money for nothing, No? Okay.
I didn't even catch that. I'm so sorry.
That was a Dire Straits song.
Oh.
About money for nothing, which they could really use right now.
Indeed. Indeed they could. That was a really good pun. Or not pun, but,
Solid reference.
Yeah, I just missed
10 of 10.
it.
Sorry, no one else got it either.
That's great.
sitting tight, not playing aggressive, not pulling a Mousesports CT side, which was probably overly aggressive and made quite a few people nervous
B
here.
getting aggro here though with Nico at the squeaky door. I mean, they're really putting pressure on A. They have that bomb at B. It seems like they want to throw a fake here, and they're putting enough pressure on A to force the rotate if they want. In fact, only one will be left at B, so this is good. But yeah, I think now Property has to know it's not actually an A hit after what Benji did.
Yeah, Benji got that kill, got a little hyped up, was really quickly looking for that other one, but honestly, I think he would have done well to take it a bit slower. Either way, it all boils down to a 2-on-2 in a very key round. Dennis down to 9 HP, and the bomb was out towards B. Now they'll run middle. And
They'll definitely get the plant here, but it's going to be about the retake. I mean, Property does have the health advantage. They don't have any nades to work with, though. Oh, but Nex
kills them. Yeah, they were just waiting for that rotation. Nex up on the hut. And now Berg knows exactly what has happened. He's got to go do this all by himself, playing for the win.
Yeah,
although he does have one thing working for him. Mousesports don't know that A is clear, so they're taking some time clearing things. He's rotating. He's got all the way up the truck already. You can see a man sitting in forklift for his post-plant position. He's already been spotted. And then that means, I mean, Berg has the information, right? He knows that man just planted more or less near default somewhere for a main. And one at Squeaky. Can he kill this person? He's lighting him up. He's reloading. Both these guys are extremely low. Knight can just move in close and sneeze on him when they go down. He brings down Nex over the forklift, but he's being slithered on right now. He realizes it, but he can't connect the bullet. Dennis will win it out.
Yeah, I mean, that was just really key. The key thing there was Nex stopping and waiting for the rotation when they're on that 2v2 to get them into the 2v1. That was a really big play there. And that gets Mousesports now to overall match point. And yeah, money is low here on Property. They do force up. Actually, a bit more than I thought they would be able to. They get 3 FAMASs, but this is the Mag 7 and Scout on Kaboom and Barbar. But we know that that Scout can certainly be dangerous. So it is a situation where they can pose a threat, but I mean, Mousesports had the clear edge here to go ahead and win this thing. But Barbar, being pretty ninja in the smoke, could get a kill out of this. Ooh.
Yeah, that was pretty ninja. Benji, though, not so ninja. Very,
they already
very
pushed
blind.
B, too.
Barbar. Oh, he has to kill the person up top. There he goes. He gets 2, but he did not see the man to his left.
Oh, and they had such a quick B flank.
Right back.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the B flank there from Property might actually help out a lot with the mid aggression, the B flank coming in. They were closing this one to the maximum, so it was looking good. But then Chris J gets a couple of key kills there to get it back into a 2-on-1. They're taking their time here at mids, giving Kaboom a chance, but he's only got a Scout. He should be able to pick something else up on the way, but he still has no idea where this bomb is going, for sure.
But did you want to even use the Scout here? He has a 5.7 as well.
Like I said, he should be able to pick something else up, like he could pick up the fallen mag or something, right?
This is like the first thing you're told not to do in Counter-Strike. Walk around scoped in. But Kaboom, maybe. He knows his angles.
He didn't want to make the noise.
Yeah, I guess. But here he goes. Pulls up the 5.7. I thought he was going to have a better attempt there. Tries to go for the op, but gets flashed by Dennis, and that will be that. 16-12. Mousesports make a lot of people nervous. Maybe even themselves for a little bit there. But they do end up winning on cash, which was closer as expected. 16-12, and they win on Cobble 16-4 also.
Yeah, it certainly got a bit scary there for Mousesports, especially in a match that you really feel like you should win. I mean, Property have been one of the lowest performing teams in our league. They already had a tie against like Pinto, another team that hasn't really gotten a lot out of it with wins. I mean, really the only other team that has played worse than Property is in Centennial Mortis. So Mousesports really needs to get the wins where they can, and they did get the job done here today against Property, though it was the breeze of a game that they had hoped for. I mean, they certainly got challenged on cash pretty well. There were even moments where I thought Property might just get them, but they were able to recover and put up the W. So there you have it. Really good game there from really the whole Mousesports team. I mean, everyone was in the 20s, I think, actually, like the full 5, except maybe Gabi. I didn't catch his score, but everyone else was playing quite effectively.
Gabi was actually kind of stepping up towards the end there. He was getting a lot of entries out onto the Ace site. I remember a really nice one to a player on Forklift, but that does it for Europe today. Coming up tonight, we've got Dust. You'll be back on with Vansili, I believe, and I'll be running the stream, so both of us will be around in one way or the other. We've got Conquest versus Luminosity Gaming. That'll be
pretty good.
That'll be pretty good, right? Conquest is that team that's been looking pretty hot online recently, but Luminosity is more or less the top dog in the CEVO-MLG Pro League, so that'll be a real test for them. And then can CLG not tie a game versus enemy GG is the question, and the next best of 2 of the night.
Yeah, they have nothing but ties so far in our league, some of which were pretty disappointing since they were against pretty big underdogs. But they're playing up against enemy GG, who I think now is probably one of the teams that they struggle the most next to Follow Sports in the NA League. So this should be a win for CLG. But I think that Conquest for Luminosity game will certainly be a good one. And that kicks off in about 2 hours. That's 8 p.m. Eastern time. So 2 hours from now exactly, we'll be back live with some NA matches. So you definitely want to tune in for that. But for now, we are going to take a break for that amount of time. But while we take a break, be sure to give a follow over to CEVO and MLG over on Twitter at CEVO at MLG. Give them your feedback. You can also give a follow over here to us at Helium, Brella, and at Dusk Murray. We would appreciate your follows there as well. Other than that, yeah, we'll be back in a couple hours. See you then.
Peace.